she hasn't found another guy to sponsor her. This is normal. This is normal. Speak on that. Speak on that. I'm S.Banks&JD.
And I'm JD Network.
And today we have a great podcast for you. Now, it's funny to me, women that have the whole entitlement. Again, I have my notes out. I got the notepad. I got my iPad.
And I've got my notes too.
I was like, is this going to be a regular occurrence?
I think
Because
so.
more time I freestyle. I freestyle the podcast. I just say my opinions, lay down my thoughts, and that's what it is. But sometimes I have to draw for the iPad and put some notes that, you know, that stood out to me in regards to what we heard. Now, I'm sure people have heard and seen the young lady that's going around. She went viral with her, I'm going to call it the Severance Package. What did you say you wanted to call it?
I wanted to call it GoFundMe Lifestyle.
So pretty much I wanted to call this podcast the Severance Package, and you wanted to call it the
GoFundMe Lifestyle.
Okay, put in the comments what you think it should be. Even though we're going to name it what we name it anyway. Yeah. But what do you think it should be? Anyway, but on a serious note, like, women nowadays have this whole entitlement. And I've actually wrote, you know, some notes of entitlement, right? And I'll say this. Believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privilege or special treatment. That's entitlement. So what in turn, that's me just digging up the words. I know what it means anyway, and I'm sure the listeners know what it means, but I had to say that to segue me into my point. And what I mean is that pretty much what women of today are saying is that because I'm a female, I deserve such and such. So someone that's entitled, so someone that's entitled is saying that I deserve something, but you don't deserve anything. Who says that you deserve anything?
You deserve it and put no work into deserving.
So you don't deserve anything. You're entitled. And that's where the whole delusion comes from. And that's just where I'm out of it. What do you think about the whole entitlement, you know, thing that women have nowadays?
Can you say it's nowadays, or can you say it's been like that for a hot minute?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So when I say nowadays, yeah, it's been like that for a minute, but
yeah, it's been like that for a minute. I can agree with you. Women do feel entitled. I can't even lie to you. There's times when I've done the same thing
even
myself.
Even you.
I'm going to put my hands up to it.
It's like,
I've
guilty.
done it myself. Guilty as charged. Anyway, yes, I've done it myself. Sometimes I get pulled up for it. Sometimes I don't. But I think women should pull up other women, or it doesn't, I'm not just going to say women, but I feel that people should pull up other people when you're...
let me interject. So you say people should pull up other people, but shouldn't women check other women?
Yes, that's why I said that first.
Because where we at as a culture of people, where civilization's at, is that we as men can't say sheesh to women. And if we say anything to you, cancel culture, Me Too movement, all type of madness, you're all type of gay, you're this and you're that, all type of sign language, name calling. So we can't say anything to women. So women can check other women, but they don't do it.
No, women don't typically do that. That is a problem, by the way, ladies.
Stop here.
It's a problem because you have to be real with each other. You can't call someone your friend or call someone, I'm going to say your friend, and you can't even tell them where they're going wrong or pull them up when they've done some effed up crap. Like, come on now.
But men get checked.
Men get checked all the time.
Listen, we get checked from a toddler, even maybe before that. We get checked on every little thing we do. So why is it that women have this whole non-accountability, entitlement? You just show up, you're a woman,
and that's
you
it.
Get whatever you want.
Yeah.
But that's based on simps. That's based on weak men, because the top tier 20% man, he's not giving you what you want, and you're still striving for that guy.
That's true.
Exactly. So I made a great point. What do you think about what I said in the comments? Hit us up. Tell us what you think. We have a video for you today. I don't know if you want to add anything to this before I play the video.
Do you know what? The past few videos we've had, I just need to go straight into it. It's pointless beating around a bush about it. Let's just go in there.
Okay. She wants to go straight in.
No playing games.
We're going to do that. So here's the video we're talking about. So without further ado, without further delay, here's the video.
Had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, you know, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, you know, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I still, I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but I was fucking you. I just feel, yeah, but I personally feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see what he did was this though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your Benz. Now I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But Jazz,
no, it's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to had a guy.
You want to stay upgraded? Stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you basically?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay. So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're deal with it. Just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me, like, or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin them things. I'm gonna ruin the car. I'm gonna trash the house.
Sponsor you until you move on.
Okay, that was a clip. Now I can't remember the podcast name. We will tag that in the comments below, so you can go check them out. I like their podcast as well. They actually do dope things. Yeah. They have some wonderful topics, and yeah, man, I like them. So we'll tag them in the comments below, so you can go check them out and see the full video. We just took little snippets and segments, parts that we thought was hot for the podcast today. But let's talk about it. The severance package. This woman believes that because she's departed ways with her previous boyfriend, that she believes that she deserves a severance package. That segues me into the point what we earlier spoke about, where I said this podcast should be the severance package, and you said it should be what? The something. What did you say? I
said GoFundMe lifestyle.
The GoFundMe. Put in the comments.
It wasn't a permanent thing, but you know.
And I'll put in the comments what people think. Now, my notes is this, man. There's a severance pay and a severance package. Let's play a game. I'm going to read it off, right? Now, the severance pay, I'll read it off. You'll normally be entitled to statutory redundancy pay if you're an employee and you've been working for your current employer for 2 years or more. You'll get 1 week's pay for each full year you were 22 or older, but under 41. 1.5 weeks pay for each full year you were 41. Now, what I read off there was the severance pay. The severance package is very similar. I'm going to read that off.
Okay.
there is a method to my madness.
Okay.
So I'm going to read the severance package off. So without further delay, the severance package. The severance pay offered is typically 1 to 2 weeks for every year worked, but can be more. The general practice is to try to get 4 weeks of severance pay for each year worked. Middle managers and executives usually receive a higher amount. Some executives, for example, may receive more than a year severance package.
Can I just say something?
Please do.
In
Please
regards
do.
to that, right? They've actually worked to
Yes,
get a severance
yes.
pay.
Yes.
Now, in regards to this female on the clip,
Questioning mark.
has she worked in order to receive her severance pay?
So that was my method to the madness. That was that's where I was trying to go. So she doesn't work. She's was his girlfriend. She was his girlfriend, side piece, whatever. But to her acknowledgement, that was her boyfriend. Now, what in turn she's saying is that because I was your girlfriend, I did, and we've broken up. I don't. Remember, 80% of women file for divorce.
Yeah.
And 8 out of 10 women leave the relationship. This is just how it goes. It is what it is, right?
But did she leave or did he say
No,
nah,
she
I'm not-
left. She left. This is
yeah.
a fact. This is what she said. So she's left the relationship. And now what she's saying is that I'm a woman. I'm entitled. So because I've left the relationship, I'm entitled to a severance package or a severance pay. Which one is it? It's a similar thing, but she's saying I'm not going to be left with nothing,
Yeah.
pretty much. So what she's saying is that now that I've chosen to leave the relationship, let's do it. I want to get paid. You've got, because you leveled me up. So this man has leveled her up and she chose to leave. And what she's now saying is that I want this man to not leave me stranded. Hey, you got to put me up on something until I find the next dude. And then I can leave you. It is what it is. And I'm being nice when I'm saying that. Now that's a joke.
Now she doesn't want to downgrade, and to be honest with you, no woman would want to downgrade. Let's just be honest there. I'm sure the ladies can feel me there. If once we
women don't date down.
we date up,
They date up, right?
Exactly.
But she chose to leave.
That's where I
That don't
have
make
the
no sense.
problem. But that's where I have the problem.
That don't make no sense.
If he is doing what he needs to do and you are getting what you want out of this situation, then why are you leaving? I don't get that.
Okay.
Personally. She may have her reasons why she left. Who knows? We don't know. She would have to say. But women date up. We don't typically date down.
Let me ask you a question before we even dive deeper into it. Why do you think she left?
I think she left because she feels she can get better.
Well, that's why most women leave, because they feel they can get better. This whole entitlement culture, right? But at the same time, she didn't respect the man in the first place.
Yeah.
Because she's saying he should put her up in her condo, her apartment, pay for her nice Mercedes, do all those great things for her. She said it in the podcast. He leveled her up.
Yeah.
So then
He
now,
did.
why would you downgrade yourself? This means when a woman, fellas, where's all the cameras? Fellas, check it. When a woman does this, a woman, like sometimes you can be with a woman 10 years. And then the way she just flips on you, she's already checked out year 5. She checked out 5 years ago. You're thinking, how could she check out on me like that? Like,
Mentally.
yeah. So she checks out 5 years ago. She's already found your replacement. You just,
Before
see the way you can,
Because it's true.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not saying I've personally done that, but I know that to be true. Women they've done that though. They have definitely done that. They have checked out mentally with you a long time ago. Their physical body is just there with you.
Say that again.
She has checked out
Okay.
mentally with you a long time ago. Her body is just with you.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So you might not be smashing anymore. You might not be smashing it regularly like you used to.
You will see that
So
it will
she's
start to
checked
slow
out.
down.
So in this woman's situation, clearly she's checked out a minute ago and she's found someone that she believes is better. Because a
she's
woman would
found
never
or
go on.
finding.
Well, you tell me.
For me,
let me not say none.
I don't feel like she's found anyone yet. The reason why I say that, or she may have, but she doesn't want to give up her goods or her benefits.
So that
right?
guy that
So-
she's found is not willing to commit.
Exactly. So that, or give her the benefits.
He
she's
doesn't
getting
want to
now.
sign on the dotted line.
I'm just saying, I don't feel she's found anyone who can give her what this other guy has been given her. So she's not about to fully bail out yet. That's what she's pretty much saying. Can I just skip right to the end real quick? Now,
You do that.
she said she can be very petty, right? She said she'll
Yeah.
go as far as destroying his belongings, and basically she's saying she can be mad petty. She'll mash up his car.
She'll make his life
mash up-
hell.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days when women used to mash out your glass,
Yeah.
your car glass, your house.
She's saying that's what she will do.
Yeah, do kind of madness. Okay.
So she's saying she would do all of that if the guy stops giving her what she needs. So I take it the car is not fully paid for and the house is not fully paid for.
Because let me say something for a second. I watched the Fresh and Fit podcast, and she was on there, and she was also on Kevin Samuels, and she was saying that I do remember from the Fresh and Fit podcast that she was saying that the lease of the car is almost up and the house was paid for a couple of years. So she said that should be finishing in either this month or August or whatever it's going. So she pretty much going to be in a mad situation.
She is.
But hold on, let me say this one thing. So she said she makes 25 bags a month, but
Okay.
then with that 25 bags a month that you're making, clearly have poor money management and you're ending up with zero. But we'll talk about that towards the end of this podcast or later on. So what was your point that you wanted to make?
I was just saying, well, yes, I did watch the Fresh and Fit podcast with her on it. And so she said that the lease is going to finish soon or whatever. So for me, when I was saying she hasn't found another guy to sponsor her yet, she hasn't.
Listen to what you just, let me.
She hasn't found
Listen
another
to-
guy.
listen- yeah, but listen to what you just said, though. You just said she hasn't found another guy to sponsor.
Isn't he sponsoring her?
I have to do this, man. I like pressing these buttons, by the way.
I know you
So,
do.
so hold on. She hasn't found another guy to sponsor her. This is normal. This is normal. Speak on that. Speak on that.
Yes, she hasn't found another guy to sponsor her. That's why she hasn't moved on from him. Because if she did, and that new guy could fund, that's why I said fund me.
Go fund her lifestyle.
Go fund me lifestyle. That's why I named it that. If she found another guy who could go and fund what she has,
Yes.
then she would have said bye to the other guy and went on
Well,
to the new one.
okay. Ain't women hardwired that way anyway? Because
They
make
are,
no
yeah.
mistake, guys, let me say this. Women are cutthroat. They're hardwired that way. Don't look at them and say, oh my days, I can't believe that's how they're hardwired. It is what it is. I didn't make the rules. I'm just laying it down to you as it is.
Yes. But
yeah.
I'm just saying she ain't found a new guy yet, or she would have left the guy from before. I was in regards to her saying she's petty and she'll mash up his things. For me, I would say women like that you should stay clear of.
Exactly.
reason why I
or
say
she
that-
will mash up your... Exactly.
Because if she's that spiteful to mash up your belongings because she couldn't get what she wanted from you, because that's what it is, right? Then you have to question other things that she would possibly do. Now, as
Yeah.
everyone knows, there is I call it the M2 movement.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that, right? And to be honest with you, ladies, you lot are going crazy nowadays on all of that crap. You are. I'm sorry, it has to be said.
I hear you and I agree with you. And like I said to you earlier, that women need to speak to women because men, look, you got, I'd say this, it's the Kevin Samuels era right now. He's doing his thing. He's speaking on a lot of the stuff that men been speaking on for years. So if you hear other men say things and people's like, oh, you're copying Kevin Samuels. Listen, did you get the message? Don't shoot the messenger. There's people that come before him that been speaking on these things for years. It's just his era now where he's got the limelight and the mainstream and he can shed the light on things that men, the problems that men been having for years.
Yeah.
So that's a wonderful thing and great for him. But let's say this, man. Women that have entitlement, women that feel that they're a notch above the rest, they show up, they're a woman. Oh, okay, I'm dope. What's the reason for that? Now, a note that I've put is, how did we get here? And I've put weak men, women empowerment, all the isms. What do you think about that? So let's start with weak men.
Weak men, yes. There are a lot of weak men.
Could women do that if
No.
they were...
No.
Okay.
I know what you're going to say. No.
Instead of just the abrupt no.
I'll let you finish.
Give me some more.
I'll let you finish first.
I'm finished.
Okay.
Say your point.
No, women cannot. Sorry, what was she saying?
I said, how did we get here?
Yeah.
So, and I said, the points I've made was weak men. I've also made women empowerment. And I've just said the isms.
Women will not to be at this point if men was not weak.
So weak men put those kind of women in power because the top tier, the top 20% of men that women really want don't give women what they want. They just do what they do. They alpha, they masculine, they got resources. It is what it is.
And women chase after those guys.
Yeah. So then the 80 member said, look, think about this. I don't know what podcast we done, but let me give you the stats, right? There's more men today that are 35 and below that are virgins.
Yeah.
So that says a lot about the culture. We can say, okay, women is, what's the word? Let me find it. That's right. It's the truth. But at the same time, we can say a lot of men are incels, weak, and those men that don't get the vajayjay is going to pay up for the vajayjay, and they're going to tell these women what they want to hear in regards to getting the vajayjay. So these women, of course, they're going to feel entitled. If you think about dating websites is like 70% men.
Men, sorry, yeah.
Yes, 80%, 70-80% men, like for example on the POFs and what they got, is it Tinder?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know, but there's quite a few of them, right? And most of those dating sites are men begging, sending the D pics. Oh my God, I'll pay for this. I would this. Even when I listened to the same girl on the Fresh and Fit podcast, she was saying, she was charging men to have a conversation, like $500 and like that.
Guys, that's low.
That's pathetic. You got dudes signing up for OnlyFans, and you say to the dudes, "Yo, have you paid your bills?" Nah, but I just want to just have a conversation with her, innit? I just want to get to meet her. I just want to know her, innit? That's whack. So that's my point. So weak men. That's what I'm talking about. We can sit and say, oh, the problems are women and blah blah blah. But if men kept women in check,
exactly.
And let me clarify. Let me generalize.
Please
I'm going to clarify. When I mean keep women in check, I mean be masculine, be on your purpose, be on your grind. When a woman doesn't match up to your criteria or she goes past the boundaries, you let her go, cut her loose, put her on foot patrol, right? That's what I mean by that. Before you got some idiot in the comments talking about, so what are you trying to say? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
They take it to the extreme,
It's the
which
truth,
is very
though.
annoying, by the way. But
Facts. Facts. So then I've said weak men is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why women act like this.
Yes, take control of your women.
How do they do that? How would you like a dude, or what do you think a man should do?
First of all, when your woman is out of control and this mouth is out of control, I feel you need to put her back in her place.
How does he do that?
As in, I don't mean like putting
Put
his
down
hands
his
on
foot.
her. Yeah, I don't mean putting your hands on her. I mean
Put down
put
his
your
foot.
foot down. So we spoke about a podcast before in regards to, was it cockhold? The man, yeah. And I said the same thing in that as well.
That podcast was funny still.
I
but
said
go
the
on.
same thing in that. And I said, you need to put your foot down. Stop allowing women or your woman to, first of all, walk all over you. Or, listen, she needs to have that respect for you. Look, when women do things and say things and that's mad embarrassing to you, or
So
it's hard to explain
So
sometimes.
advice that you give men is, for me, well, both of us, I think you'd agree with this. I'm not put words in your mouth, but stop me if I'm wrong.
Okay,
You can do this live if you want. I don't mind.
that's cool.
Respect comes before love.
Yeah,
Respect
it does.
first. Respect is paramount. Respect. Honestly, man, respect first, man. Because if your woman doesn't respect you, you're gonna have a problem. This is my experience. This is what I've seen. What do you think? Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right. I think there should definitely be a respect level, and that's on every level and in every way. Respect must be, it's on a very high criteria.
Exactly,
it's respect.
man. Exactly.
Now, I'm not saying you can't love someone, or all I'm saying is, yes, I agree with you. Respect comes
Definitely, man. And when you like simping is a thing of you're putting a woman or
Before
someone
yourself.
before yourself, your needs and things that you know that like she's your god, pretty much, right? Let's just say that. I'm gonna just paraphrase and just
Let's
simplify.
just go right back to Adam and Eve. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. Who came first? Was it Adam or was it Eve?
Exactly.
I think it's
But
straightforward.
then it segues us into the isms, what I've said. So the man comes first. See, the man has the attachment, the closest attachment to God. They say, you have sayings of, there's no hell like a woman scorned. There's no
Scorned,
fury
yeah.
like a woman scorned, because she has a direct correlation with hell. Funny, it's the truth. It's the truth. Put in the comments if you think I'm wrong. This is not a... It's the truth. It's the truth, right? I'm not saying to you women are evil, but I'm just saying sometimes it can be messed up. Sometimes, if a man's not keeping them in check, then you're going to see a dark side to her that you're not going to like.
No. And just for those in the comment section who's going to have something to say about that. Men can be messed up too. Yes, they can.
Exactly.
We're not saying, oh, it's just women or whatever. Men can be messed up too. Putting that out there.
Exactly.
Continue.
Exactly. I've also put pretty privilege. Some
That is a
women,
thing.
so some women pretty privileged. Let me. I put pretty privilege, and I've also put dusty women and entitlement because of simps. So we just spoke about simps and stuff like that. So let me put pretty privilege. Some women have it and not realize it. A person who has more opportunities and becomes more successful in life because of how attractive they are. Now, this woman, she knows that she's attractive. She knows that her body is banging.
Yep.
Now, when I say that, you looking at that video, you're not going to be looking at her unless you swing the other way or you swing both ways.
Yep.
You're not going to be looking at her from the perspective of a man. So most men's going to look at her. In my opinion, she's an attractive woman. So she does understand that because she's pretty and her body's banging, she can command a lot more. But her morality is in question.
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
it's right.
Yeah, I'm right.
I would say this is quite sad, but a lot of pretty women have the same problem. Now they know they're pretty, they've heard it all their life, they're gorgeous, and no one is taking that away from any of you who are gorgeous and a cut above the rest when it comes to looks.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you, not all of you, some of you have, your morals are just really twisted.
So because they're pretty, they don't work on the internal. They
No.
just
Or their
live off
personality.
so they just live off the external.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what happens with some people. But I've also put here dusty women entitled because of simps. Now you got women that's a 3 out of 10. Let's just be real, man. Let's just be real, man. I'm sorry. God didn't create us all equal.
No, he didn't.
Listen, God didn't create us all equal. And listen, everybody is beautiful in their own way. But some people, let's just be realistic, they're not that fly, but they believe they can command. For example, a woman that's average 5 out of 10, she believes she can command the same as a woman that's 8, 9, or 10. Stop it, man.
It's true.
Damn. What's wrong with these?
Oh, okay.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Facts.
They do that. And ladies, we have to be honest there. Some women do that. They are not the prettiest person, but I'm going to say this. You see, for the ladies who are a bit chubbier in size, saying that as nice as possible.
Okay.
Not all, but a lot of them tend to be really nice people.
Because they know the exterior does not match up to the 8, 9s, or 10s. They have to work on the interior. Look, let's be real. A lot of high value men have an average wife because their wife is fit, feminine, friendly, non-combative. And you know what's dope? She's peaceful.
And she has a brilliant life with her husband.
Exactly. So the pretty ones, it's just an exterior thing. So you're going to be like a side chick and it is what it is. So I'm not saying that pretty chicks don't get married and yada, yada, yada. But what I'm saying is for the most part, because they're pretty and they know they are, they can command a certain lifestyle that your average woman can't.
Can I just say, when I said the chubbier ladies, I'm not saying that you can't be pretty too. So before you come at me in the comment section there as well, because I always have to, make myself very clear. I'm not saying you cannot be pretty just because you're chubbier. Of course you can.
No,
there are lots of stunning women who are a bit chubbier. Just going to put it out there.
No, it's true. But the women that are, let's just say, average, and there's nothing wrong. Most people are average. Let me just say
exactly.
that, right? But the women that are average, it's the simps that are gassing you up. You have to be realistic. Women can be very delusional. Now, let me say this. Men can be delusional too. I'm not discrediting and saying that they can't. But what I'm saying is that women can be delusional. So you have an average woman believing that she can get a 10 out of 10 guy. And yes, that you do have the anomalies where they can get that kind of guy. But does this happen every single day? For the most part, no, it doesn't. So then, because of these simps that are saying, "Oh, you're hot, you're this and you're that," and I would wife you, I would blah blah blah. Those same simps, you don't rate them man there. No. You don't want to be with them man there.
No,
they're not even the top 20% of guys, and even if they wasn't even in that top tier guy, you still don't want them.
Nope.
So then it's
so
these
to the
simps.
fellas that are doing that, you need to stop.
So it's these weak men that are making these women believe that they're somehow a notch above the rest, or making them believe that they're 8, 9s, or 10s. They got their numbers off.
Looks wise.
They got their numbers off.
Yeah, but looks wise.
Looks wise, weight wise, body wise. Listen, men know what they want. It is what it is. You got average women or below average women thinking that they're hot. And they're not. You're just average. I'm not saying to you you're not desirable. Of
Or
course
you
you
can't
are.
feel good about yourself. No one's
Each
saying
to
that.
their
either.
own.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
This takes me on to my next point, and these are some of my last points I'm gonna make. Let's talk about OnlyFans.
Okay.
Now, OnlyFans, I'm gonna read off a little snippet that I've taken, right? According to a Bloomsburg report, OnlyFans as a website where celebrities and adult movie stars, this is what it is by the way, charge fans access to videos and photos that primarily feature adult content.
Mm-hmm.
However, if the company succeeds in its current business activities, everything is changing. OnlyFans is looking for investors to move away from adult content and move to more mainstream media platforms in order to raise funds for new financial with a corporate value of over 1 billion. So in turn, what they're saying is this: no more OnlyFans, no more feet pics. Those guys are gonna have to go back to Pornhub.
No more sex work.
Yeah, so that woman that we spoke about, the lady that's in question today, she's effed up. She's in a mad situation because a lot of women.
Does she do OnlyFans?
Yeah, she does OnlyFans. That's what I said earlier, that she makes her 25 bags. She makes that
Okay,
through,
so that's how she does it.
yeah, so she
Okay.
makes it through that. So because a lot of women, we spoke about pretty privilege.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
You're only entitled based on simps, based on weak men. That's what we've established today. Put in the comments if you disagree, but that's pretty much the case.
Mm-hmm.
So you're established based on weak men. Now your power, you believe that you're powerful based on all these men giving you money, but without those men giving you money, you're not so powerful.
No.
So basically,
they actually depend on the simps.
exactly. So what's going to happen now when they shut down platforms like OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to get your money from? The same men that you look down your nose at
Mm-hmm.
is the same men
That's paying
your
monthly
bills.
wage. Yeah.
Who are you to think you're that? And where does this sense of entitlement come from?
Mm-hmm.
So when they shut down OnlyFans and you got poor money management,
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be in a sticky, icky situation.
exactly. So then when you had the time when you was young, 18 to 23, let me say 18 to 25 maybe,
Mm-hmm.
you know you're gonna have the older ones. Not me. I know a friend when she was 35, she got married to a simp. Again, I'm not saying to you, like, because people like to go to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to you someone that's 35 or someone that's above 25 didn't get married to someone that's plausible.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is that that's the anomaly. That's the few. That's the distant. But for the most part, women that get married after a certain age, nah. You're just, it's a joke thing. Let's just be real about it. This is facts. It's stats that I'm talking about, man. I'm not going to read off all the stats and bore you.
As you get older, for women, sadly, it's just a downhill battle. It's sad to say, but it's the truth. I don't like saying that, but it's the truth. I'm a female.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nice, but that's just how it is.
Exactly. Facts is
So,
facts.
Get your stuff in order as young as possible. Find your man, get your P's, get on your grinds, get on your purpose. Do it all before it's too late. Your children too. If you want kids, get on that before a certain age.
Exactly. But yeah, man, again, man, this whole entitlement culture, it is what it is. So we're going to close out now.
We are.
Now, I've put a note, and the note goes, where does this leave women? So what we spoke about today, where do you think this leaves women today?
Where does this leave women?
As in adult content creators and movie stars that had nothing to bring to the table except pretty privilege and coochie. Where does it leave them?
Well,
You got no substance.
It kind of just leaves you with nothing.
So you're in a sticky
Because
situation.
if you was doing OnlyFans and now they're changing that up, are you gonna go to Pornhub and all those other sites? You might, but I'm sure a lot of you is not gonna do that. So you have to really think about the next steps you need to take to keep that money coming in, which doesn't involve.
Fair enough. I hear you, man. But I'm just saying a lot of women need to humble themselves.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying guys don't, but this woman is saying...
Maybe
Okay, go on.
OnlyFans changing up their thing may humble some women because they'll have
I hope it does.
They'll have to learn to not be in front of the camera half naked, shaking their ass, making it all of that stuff.
I don't have the clap sound.
That's why
I'm sure I
did
could
it for
find
you.
one, but I can't be bothered. But yeah.
But yes, you have to really sit down and think about what you're gonna do.
Yeah, you just got to pretty much wait and see, man. We don't know what's going to happen.
We don't.
But
hopefully it's a humbling
But then
experience,
again, we kind of do know what's going to happen when you think about it. They're going to shut down OnlyFans. Women got to humble themselves. They're going to find a new way to worm their way into a situation that benefits them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about humbling yourself. So to segue back to my point, what I said earlier, as far as when you're 18 to 25, 18 to 30 maybe, I'm going to say even young. I'm going to say 18 to 23, 25. That's when you should be focusing like a laser in regards to finding your husband, because after a certain age, it doesn't work out for you. So this woman sitting here making 25 bags a month, clearly it's not working out for her. So she's also said that she's been proposed to 4 times. She's had 4 engagement, didn't work out for her. Now we could go into the whole thing of sisters and they're the engagement queens but never getting married. I'm not going to do that today, but I'm just want to highlight that. So clearly certain things ain't working out for her. It is what it is. So I'm just going to say women need to humble themselves. But tell us what you think in the comments. Add your points. Then we're going to close out and let people,
make up their own mind.
Exactly.
This is just our opinions on the clip that we played. We're not saying we're totally right. There's room for errors, but that's just our views. And
it's just an opinion.
Yes, you can, tell us what you think. I'm open to hearing it. I'm sure you are open to hear people's opinions and their take on that clip. Let us know in the comment section. We'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, so put in the comments what you think about, the podcast today. But
make sure to put a thumbs up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever, do your thing. But to me, it's just a madness. Severance package. Damn. I'm S.Banks&JD.
And I'm JD Network.
Peace. And we out.